So hopefully there won't be continuity errors, but I'm going to do a teardown of this Geist auto transfer unit that switches between power sources to give you what is basically simulated redundant power supplies. And I'm not going to go too far into this because I do plan on using it, but I think it's going to be pretty cool to see what's inside. Oof, those screws are really tight. And I also want to mount the rack gears back, but I need to grab a different tool, so I will be back. Alright, I'm back with a better complement of tools. I did notice these are security Torx screws, and these side screws are extra tight. So I'm going to do it a little further out frame so it's not super loud. I will admit I find the rack gears for this unit very fancy and fascinating because they are tightly adjustable. Like, unnecessarily adjustable. I don't know, it looks like spaced out about every half an inch. Unfortunately, the rack gears are a little bent out of shape. Nothing a little creative unbending can't fix. Alright, now let's get to the other side. Another thing about this unit I'm going to have to fix is the plugs. So this originally had some really nice twist lock plugs on it that were for 120 volt 20 amp circuits, but I don't have twist locks in my server room other than the 20 amp 240 volt circuit, and I don't plan on doing any electrical work to make this work in there like that. So I'm going to need to find some better ends for the cables. Because right now the ones I have set up are fairly sketchy. I think they'll be fine, but only time will tell. Interesting. So it appears they are using the screws for the rails as part of the case screws. And they're using security Torx 10 on the other screws for the case, which I don't get why people bother with security screws. Like, it's not going to stop someone from getting in if they want to get in. You're just being a pain, that's all. I can't imagine there's going to be, too much to see in here. Oh. Wow, okay, so this is a lot simpler than I was expecting it to be. Now I'm kind of wondering what they're charging for this. So you got your two feeds coming in here on this side, going into this relay, which, what is it rated for? 120 or 240 volts at 25 amps. Oh wait, no. That's 25 amps at 28 volt DC. I'll just rotate this and zoom in. I was honestly expecting something a little bit fancier than this. It explains why it makes such an exciting clunk when you plug it in. It's gonna be crooked. I can't help that. And stop wobbling. So it looks like 35 amps at 277 volts. So it's a simple relay. And that's it, really. The front power display thing is really nothing special. It's just a pre-made unit, to be honest. You can buy power meters like that from a lot of different vendors online. Unfortunately, I have to hold the top while I'm kind of eyeballing it, so I'm not going to show that very good. There is a splice here. It's interesting. Oh, okay. Splice for the power input. Apparently that front display runs on 120 volts. And then this, whoops, there's a splice here which goes into the terminal block for this unit, which is feeding it. And then there's a drawing a blank on the word. Basically, these two smaller wires are going to a coil of wire, which senses the current going through what is more than likely the output of the relay. Yeah, these two wires are on the output side, and then yeah, you got the inputs over here, which it's weird. Huh. They have what I'm assuming is going to be the primary feed. Yeah, I think this is the primary feed is split off into two different points on the relay. And then almost, no, that's where it's switching. Oh, okay. So what's going on here, I believe, is, I mean, it should have been obvious, I guess, but what's going on is they have the relay, which is switching between the two circuits. Let's see if I can tip this on its side. So these are the two circuit outputs, and then, or no, I'm sorry, these are the two circuit inputs. And then this bottom red wire must be the power for the relay, I'm guessing, because you can see the little springy bit that goes back and forth between the two contacts for the feed. This would probably be easier if I just take off the ground wire for the top panel. I'm just going to do that and be back. Alright, well, I managed to free the top cover, so now we can get a closer look. And I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, shoot. I think I was talking about how the relay works. These two are the output, or inputs, I mean. This black wire here is the output. And then this is a power feed. And then they're doing the same thing on this end. Two inputs, one output, and feed. So it probably would say on here that this, I believe it's a dual pole, dual throw relay. I don't see it on there. I think, yeah, I think it'd be a dual pole, dual throw relay. I don't know for certain. They're good for up to 230 volts. I think these might be neon indicator lights. Although green, I don't think is a traditional neon color. But anyways, get a closer look at the little front display on the back side. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So it's made in-house. At least according to the PCB. I don't know. Definitely don't want to touch those capacitors. They might be a little zappy still. But, yeah, I was not expecting. And it just looked like your run-of-the-mill off-the-shelf power meter that you probably find on Alibaba. But, now that I'm looking at this, I wonder, I feel like it'd be fairly easy to retrofit and make your own. Also, another thing I just noticed, this does not have a fuse, which is somewhat alarming. Huh. It does appear that this was intended for multiple different uses because there's various screw down points that don't really make sense for this config. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, hopefully that was all on point. And I might have to think about what it'd take to make one of these myself. It's gonna be hard to get the screw mounts so nice though, because these are friction fit into the frame. But yeah, I don't know, that kind of gives me some ideas. So hopefully that's interesting, and thanks for watching.